Good morning and welcome to Zen Fits or Strange Conceits. A conceit is a strange comparison. Okay, I first encountered that when I studied the works of John Donne in English literature. Anyway, I digress. The title of this talk is Talk to the Mirror. I brought down from upstairs, I tucked away on a dresser, was my father's shaving mirror. You know, see, you can tell it's old. That's a shaving mirror. Yeah. And I brought it downstairs because I began to see something in it. And this is interesting here. Look, if I hold it like this, and now I'll touch on that so it'll focus. And then there, here, if we could see, it would go into infinity. Wow, 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 wow. We like mirrors like that. Mirrors. Carnivals used to have a mirror room where you could just reflect. The mirrors reflecting themselves into infinity. So anyway, oh look, you can see my room here. This is when I was a photographer. That was my best baby picture, called Surfing on Joy. And this goes upstairs. And then, well, that's about it. The front door. This was a plant called Chinese lucky plant, we call it. But it was given to us in 1970, and we've kept it going ever since then. And this goes into my living room. You know, we're just about to the edge of the panorama. Okay. Anyway, talk to the mirror. So I wrote about this the other day. Am I talking to you? But I see myself. I've got my camera on mirror here, so I'm just talking to myself here. But I know somebody's out there, right? So, but am I in stage fright? Somebody wrote, I answered a question on Quora. I started answering Quora questions. Quora is a website that where people ask questions and the experts answer in your field, you know, anyway. So it's where the experts come to play. Anyway, so I answer questions. And one of them was something about being self-conscious. How do I learn how to give good talks? And I said give live Facebook talks, because that's what I learned was that when I do a live Facebook talk, it's a practice because I turn off the reflection that I believe somebody else is looking at me. I believe you are. If I believed you were looking at me and thinking I'm foolish or judging me, I will go I would get into a wah. You see, that's stage fright. Then it becomes a panic. People have the panic, you know, of public speaking, or just being public, or just speaking, or just being who you are, creates a wow. You see, the reflection infinitely reflecting itself. There's no end to it. It's like the logo in Mad Men falling off of the building, falling off of 9/11. Wow. There's no end to the falling. You see, panic, terror, worse than death. You see, what causes that? I ask, what causes it? Well, let's look at it like the mirror. Getting back to the mirror. So you got the mirror, and you got the reflection in the mirror. Now, the mirror is not the reflection, but you can't separate them. You can't take the reflection off the mirror. If I just erased everything and well, I can't do it. Why? Well, see, In other words, if I erased everything, it would be white, but the white would be a reflection. So if I erased every form, it would still be a reflection. So you can't take the reflection off the mirror, and yet the mirror is not the reflection. Now the reflection depends on the mirror, but the mirror is the mirror. It doesn't depend on a reflection, yet you can't separate them. It's kind of a Zen thing here. So what we're playing with here, if you follow me, is that my I, my knowing, my knower is a mirror, but what do I know is the reflection. This is getting into Zen. In other words, you are the knower, but who is the knower before the reflection? You see, the knower just knows reflections, but you're not the reflection. You're the knower. You're the mirror. But the mirror knows form, reflection, and reflections are changing. They're in, out, all, or, reflections are constantly changing. Look at a pond. The pond's perfectly still. It reflects the trees over the pond. Drop a thought in the pond, and the pond goes, and it all breaks up, you see. But the pond is not the sky, and the trees are reflected in the pond perfectly. We all see pictures on Facebook or YouTube, or pictures, where they show a nature scene where there's a still lake and the mountains or the trees are perfectly reflected in the lake. You can't tell which is which. Is it this way or that? So the reflection, you see, so if you look at your eye, your knower, your seer, your seeing, sees the world as a reflection. But in our culture, we're conditioned to believe that the reflection is real. The reflection is a real world out there, we say. But looking at it from this Zen point of view, it's a reflection in the knower, in the seeing eye, you see. So where does fear come in? Well, when we're talking to another person, like I'm talking to you, you see, if I divide my eye and project another eye looking back at me, I get judged. I get shaky. I get wow, 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 wow. Are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me? Do you see that I don't know what I'm doing? Do you think I don't know what you see what I mean? We get into that. Are you looking at me? When we all feel it. We all experience this. Somebody looks, you're sitting there on the subway, on the bus, and someone's looking at you. There's terror. What's he looking at me for? Why are you looking at me? You look away. Don't look at me. But lovers want to be looked at. Oh, looking at each other goes wow, 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 wow to ecstasy. But if the other person is not your lover, it's wow, wow, wow to terror. You see, the wow, wow goes two ways. So if I project my seeing myself onto you and I see myself through you, then I get afraid. I feel objectified. I feel I'm a thing. You're looking at me as a thing, you see. But see, what's going on is that I have divided myself. I have divided my one eye into two, and I'm looking back at myself like I'm looking at myself right now. I'm talking to myself. Hi. You see? But I'm my friend. I'm my beloved. I love myself. I'm talking to myself. Hi, Ed. But what if you were there, you see? Well, then I would be a little self-conscious. Then I would be a little worried about how am I looking? Was my hair okay? Is something amiss, Does he think these beads are these beads okay? You see, this goes on all the time. Well, what's really going on is that I have divided my eye into two eyes, and I believe you're looking at me, but it's me looking at me. When I see that, I come back together, and I'm okay talking to you because I'm not divided against myself now. I'm okay. So I can just stand here and trust that I'm okay, and you're okay, and we're okay. There's just one self, you see. But as long as I forget that, you see, then I split myself in the mirror, and I see you in the mirror, and I forget that it's me. So there's no, where can you go that you are not? That's the point. Where can you go? Where can the mirror go that the mirror is not? That, you can't separate the reflection from the mirror, from the knower, the known from the knower. So you are the knower. Again, this is Zen. You are knower. Or you could say, I am that I am. That was in the Bible. I am. That's the knower. I know. And the knowing is undivided. You can't divide knowing. You can't split up knowing. Knowing knows. Knowing is the one before it becomes the many knowns, before it becomes the many reflections. You see. Anyway, thanks for dropping in, taking a look in the mirror. Next time you look in the mirror, laugh. Break out laughing. See yourself. I see you. I see you. Where have you been all my life? Where have you been all my life? When you see yourself and know that you are the world and the world is you. But at the same time, there is things out there to do. But the primary knowledge, the primary truth is that you are the world and the world is you. The mirror knows this. The mirror knows it. So look in the mirror. Ask it, what is the truth here? Thanks for dropping in.